Greetings, my fellow Trinitarians. I hope this message finds you healthy, rested from the weekend, and ready to start another round of learning at Trinity. We have officially completed our first 8 days back at school, and I'm happy to report that things just keep getting better. Students have adapted exceedingly well to the new safety protocols that we've put in place to protect against COVID. They are remarkably resilient, and the joyful sounds of learning, laughing, singing, praying, and friendship are resounding all over both campuses. Teachers are also settling into their routines and are working diligently to instruct and inspire students towards a love of God, a love of learning, and a love of goodness, truth, and beauty. While I'm at it, I do want to publicly praise the entire Trinity faculty for their diligence and perseverance leading up to the reopening of school. In preparation for the year, all Trinity K through 12 faculty were required to achieve a level 1 certification credential in the Google Education Suite. This was a huge achievement that will enable them to serve Trinity students and families through the powerful technological tools available in Google Classroom. To become certified, the faculty had to undergo a quite rigorous curriculum consisting of 13 plus hours of technological training to become proficient in all aspects of the Google Education Suite. They then had to take a 3-hour test online to receive their level 1 certification. This was a tall order, especially for those teachers for whom technology doesn't come naturally. But they persevered, and they did it with excellence, and they deserve our praise and appreciation for their commitment to ongoing professional development and growth. I also want to take a minute to praise our Trinity parents for attending both of our upper and our lower school Meet the Teacher nights. A healthy and a mutually supportive parent-teacher partnership is the bedrock of the Trinity mission. And parents are to be commended for taking seriously this partnership in the education of their children. These nights were wonderful opportunities to strengthen our Trinity community. So we are now headed into the month of September, which marks the official beginning of the transition between summer and autumn. This is a wonderful month in the academic circle of life, punctuated by moderate temperatures, Labor Day weekend, and this year at least, the beginning of athletic competitions. I had the privilege of speaking with all the Trinity coaching staff recently as we prepare for the opening of the soccer, volleyball, and cross country competitions. And I want to publicly thank all the Trinity coaches for their tireless commitment to our student athletes. I am so impressed with the quality of our Trinity coaches, and I've been watching them this past month as they have been training with athletes on the fields and courts. They give so much of their time and energy to our students, and they deserve our support, appreciation, and quite frankly, higher compensation. Their dedication to their sport and to Trinity athletes is truly impressive, and I'm excited to watch Trinity athletics rise to new heights of excellence under the direction of our new athletic director, Joe Sharp. I also want to thank the group of parents, our Titan prayer warriors, for continuing to lift our school up in prayer. Your prayer support is essential, and it's a great encouragement to all of us. Finally, I want to give everyone an update from the Titan Force Committee. Our team continues to meet weekly to monitor the health and wellness of our community and all the operational and logistical details of operating school in a pandemic. I'm happy to report that there are no confirmed cases of COVID in the Trinity community to date. However, if and when this occurs, the committee is very confident that we have put in place all the necessary protocols to protect against a school-wide outbreak. Now, many of you have probably seen media coverage recently related to the changing of the CDC guidelines that no longer require COVID testing for those without symptoms who nonetheless are in quarantine due to exposure. There is a lot of political posturing around this change, but the bottom line that you need to know is that it does not alter in any way the guidelines or policies that Trinity has published for staying home when symptomatic or quarantining when exposed to COVID. Regardless of whether you choose to get tested or not, If you or your child are exposed to COVID, you are still required to quarantine for the full period, even if you test negative. This is due to the 14-day incubation period of the virus. I'm also happy to report that Fayette County was recently moved from red to orange, indicating that reported cases in our area are lessening, which is certainly good news. And we absolutely hope this trend continues. However, we must remain vigilant in maintaining our commitment to safety protocols until transmission rates are significantly more reduced. Thank you for your continued compliance with and reinforcement of these policies within our community. So until next week, my friends, stay vigilant.